Have you ever locked eyes with someone who flashed a grin, gave a nod, or even claimed they were thrilled for your success, yet a gnawing feeling churned deep within, like your instincts were murmuring? Their words don't ring true. It's hard to pinpoint why. There's no evidence, no argument, no obvious betrayal, nothing tangible to call out. Still, their vibe feels wrong, their praise sounds empty, and their chuckles seem staged, like they hesitate just a moment too long before joining the applause. This isn't your imagination running wild, it's real. Carl Jung described it as the shadow, the hidden, murky part of the human mind that lurks beneath fake smiles, polite flattery, and hollow cheers. Beneath that facade brews a storm of envy, bitterness, resentment, and quiet rivalry. Ignore that inner voice at your peril. It'll cost you emotionally, mentally, and sometimes even physically. When hatred disguises itself as affection, it's a slow-acting poison, draining you while wrapped in a warm embrace. In this video, I'll uncover 8 chilling signs that someone close to you might secretly despise you, not just dislike, but truly resent you. Most people miss these red flags until it's too late, until they're betrayed, manipulated, or broken. Stick with me until the end, because the 8th sign will spark a revelation, forever changing how you perceive those around you. Let's dive in. Chapter 1: Sarcasm and Contempt. The sting behind the smirk. You've heard it before. Wow, you're so sensitive. I was only kidding. It sounds lighthearted, maybe even playful, but each jab lands like a tiny cut. What if those quips aren't harmless fun but calculated barbs aimed at your vulnerabilities? They zero in on your insecurities, your appearance, your past, your struggles, and poke at them repeatedly while others chuckle along. You feel trapped, humiliated, but if you push back, suddenly you're the one overreacting. Relax, don't make a scene! But let's be clear, this isn't humor, it's emotional manipulation. Carl Jung once noted that what annoys us in others can reveal truths about ourselves, but those who refuse to face their own flaws project that frustration onto you. Their sarcasm isn't a joke, it's contempt dressed up as wit, their laughter a mask for disdain. If their teasing always leaves you uneasy, if their humor makes you anxious, if you force a smile in public but feel crushed in private, that's not friendship. It's a subtle, skillful attack, wounding you without leaving a mark. Chapter 2: Subtle Sabotage. The betrayal cloaked in care. Ever had a friend who forgot to pass along a crucial piece of information, one that could have made all the difference? Or maybe they offered advice that, oops, just happened to steer you wrong. They miss your big milestones, skip out on moments that matter, always with an excuse. They were swamped, or it slipped their mind. Once, sure, life gets hectic. Twice, maybe a coincidence. But when it happens repeatedly, it's no accident, it's deliberate sabotage. The worst part? They don't strike openly. They undermine you while acting like your biggest supporter. Carl Jung warned that those who feel inadequate often try to dim others' light rather than brighten their own. Your progress threatens them, reminding them of their own stagnation. So they chip away at you quietly, through oversights, misguided suggestions, or fake encouragement. They'll insist, "I was only trying to help," but deep down, they know their game. It's chilling because they seem like your cheerleader, yet they're the silent force eroding your confidence. If someone consistently hinders your growth, skips your victories, or sows seeds of doubt, that's not care, it's control. They're fine with you succeeding, but only if you stay one step behind them. Chapter 3: Silent Competition. When your wins spark their war. You share exciting news, a new job, a creative project, a small triumph, hoping for a warm smile or a heartfelt congrats. Instead you get, "Oh, cool, but guess what I just pulled off?" Suddenly your moment is hijacked. You shine, and they rush to outdo you, stealing the spotlight. It's never overt, never a shouting match, but it's always there, a slight edge in their tone, a strained grin, a need to one-up you. Carl Jung hit the nail on the head. What irritates us about others can teach us about ourselves. But instead of growing, they compete, because your progress, your joy, your purpose, highlights what they've neglected in their own lives. Your every milestone becomes their battleground, every "well done" a chance to outscore you. They don't resent your success outright. They resent how it makes their own shadows feel heavier. Their need to overshadow you isn't about celebrating together. It's about keeping you in their shade. You never signed up for a rivalry, but they're already in one, quietly, covertly, and without pause. If your victories seem to spark unseen battles, if your joy ignites their subtle games of one-upmanship, you're not building a bond with a friend, you're navigating a hidden foe. This isn't support, it's their ego clashing with yours, cloaked in camaraderie. Chapter 4: Surface-level kindness, the grin that feels empty. They toss out all the right phrases. "I'm so proud of you," or "That's incredible, wow." Yet, something in your gut tells you it's not genuine. Their warmth feels like a mirage, their gaze drifts, their voice lacks heart, and when it truly counts, they're nowhere to be found. True friends don't just talk about caring, they're there, sharing your laughter, wiping your tears, celebrating your highs, and holding you through lows. But insincere friends? They vanish when you're soaring or sinking, and even when they're present, their vibe feels distant, chilly, almost mechanical. Carl Jung called this ego dissociation, a state where someone's so emotionally detached they can't truly connect with another's joy or pain. They don't despise you, but they're not capable of cherishing you either. They drift through your life, tossing out pleasant words but never offering what matters most: real presence, empathy, or connection. If someone's always missing when your heart needs them, if their kindness feels like a pre-programmed response, you're not in a friendship, you're part of their performance. No matter how polished their words, the emptiness behind their smile will always linger. Chapter 5: Control disguised as care, the sneakiest manipulation. It starts so gently. "I'm just looking out for you." Or, "You'll thank me later." Or, "I don't want you to mess up." It sounds kind, protective, even wise, but deep down, something feels off. Your excitement dims, your confidence wavers, and you find yourself hesitating when you defend your choices. What they label as care is really control, delivered softly, subtly, like a vine curling around you while humming a soothing tune. You share a bold idea, and they call it reckless. You voice a dream, and they deem it impractical. You make a choice, and they hint you're not thinking clearly. The scariest part? They're not always wrong. Sometimes their advice seems logical, their cautions sound mature, but instead of uplifting you, it shrinks you. Their words plant seeds of doubt, and soon you're seeking their approval instead of trusting your own instincts. Carl Jung nailed it. Those who can't tame their inner chaos often try to control others to feel grounded. Their world is unsteady, their emotions a mess, so instead of healing themselves, they tighten their grip on you, creating a false sense of stability. They don't champion your growth, they cling to their influence over you. They play a patient game, not forcing but conditioning you to think, "I need their input. I shouldn't act without their advice. What if they're right and I fail?" But ask yourself, if their care leaves you feeling small, uncertain, or dependent, is it really care? True support fuels your courage. False concern binds you with invisible chains. Real love says, "I trust you, and I'll be here if you stumble." Fake love whispers, "Stick to my plan, it's safer." They frame it as protection, but it's possession. If someone's always steering your decisions, slowing your pace, or shaping your thoughts while claiming they're just looking out for you, pause and reflect. Are they safeguarding you, or are they guarding their hold over you? One lifts you up, the other keeps you tethered with a smile. Chapter 6: Gossip and Criticism, the words they whisper in your absence. You step into a room, and the mood shifts, smiles falter, eyes dart away, and an unspoken tension hangs in the air. No one says a word, but you sense it. Something's been said, something's been twisted. That's the power of gossip, silent, calculated, and self-serving. When someone lacks the courage to face you directly, they take the easy way out, tarnishing your reputation behind your back. They don't critique your actions. They attack who you are, distorting your words, questioning your motives, and sowing seeds of doubt in others' minds. It's never blatant, just subtle enough to stir suspicion, just clever enough to turn people against you without you realizing it's happening. While they beam at you as if everything's fine, Their words behind your back tell a different story. Why do they do this? Carl Jung had a profound insight. The brighter your light shines, the darker your shadow looms in the eyes of others. Those wrestling with their own insecurities can't stand someone who radiates authenticity. Instead of rising to meet your energy, they work to dim it. They spread gossip because your growth makes them feel small, your presence lays bare their absence, your confidence underscores their doubts, and your calm disrupts their inner turmoil. So, they resort to covert attacks, wounding you with whispers you'll never hear, then greeting you with a handshake as if nothing's amiss. But here's the real deal: gossip says far more about the one spreading it than the one it targets. It's not your character under scrutiny, it's theirs. People at peace with themselves don't tear others down, but those who dodge their own inner struggles fling their demons onto you. The next time you feel that chill in a room, that subtle shift in the air, understand this: their whispers aren't your burden, they're their cry for help. Keep moving forward, because your quiet strength speaks louder than their rumors ever will. Chapter 7: No spark in your success. The silence that screams. They were by your side when life was rough, when you were scraping by, when everything seemed to crumble. They were there, steady and present. But the moment you start to climb, piecing your life back together and savoring the rewards of your hard work, they go quiet. No. I'm so proud of you. No shared excitement, not even a heartfelt grin. You share your big news, and they reply with a flat, "Nice." You talk about your new role, your latest achievement, your progress, and they give a curt nod before switching topics. That emotional void stings, a coldness you can't ignore. Why? When you were struggling, you were relatable, non-threatening. Your setbacks made them feel better about their own. But now, as you grow, shine, and evolve, you become a mirror reflecting what they lack. They can't cheer for you because your light casts their insecurities into sharp relief. They might toss out a, "That's awesome," but their energy betrays them. Eyes that don't sparkle, a voice that falls flat. Deep down, you sense the truth. They don't want you to win, because each step you take forward feels like a step away from them. Carl Jung put it perfectly: if someone can't share in your happiness, they're fighting their own inner battle. Your success holds up a mirror, and what they see isn't your joy, it's their own stagnation. It's painful to realize that those who stood by you in hardship can't join you in your triumphs. But here's what you need to know: their absence isn't about you. It's about the change your growth forces them to face. Chapter 8: Body Language. The truth they can't mask. Words can be polished, smiles rehearsed, compliments carefully scripted, but the body? It always spills the beans. When someone harbors resentment, deep, hidden dislike, they might never say it outright. They'll avoid confrontation, even shower you with praise. "I'm thrilled for you," or "You've earned this." But while their lips weave kind words, their body screams something else. Their smile is rigid, fading too quickly. Their eyes don't glow, they flicker away, avoiding yours. Their posture shifts, angling away from you. Their voice lacks warmth, their presence feels off, and you sense it before they even speak. You're not overthinking, not being overly sensitive. You're tapping into a primal instinct called intuition. Carl Jung said it best: the unconscious reveals itself through the body, even when words lie. Here's the key: when someone feels envy, insecurity, or rivalry, their nervous system betrays them instantly. They might grin, but their jaw clenches, their shoulders tense, their breaths grow shallow. They blink rapidly, glance away when you share your wins, clap a beat too late, or offer a hug that feels cold and distant. These aren't random quirks. They're tiny signals, emotional leaks your instincts catch before your mind finds proof. Your intuition evolved to protect you, honed long before words existed, when our ancestors read danger in a glance, a stance, a pause. That's why, around someone who secretly resents you, your stomach twists, your chest tightens, the room feels heavier. You hear, "Friend," but you feel, "Threat," and that clash between their words and energy is your wake-up call. Most people brush it off, trained to value politeness over gut feelings. But ignoring it means ignoring your own survival instincts. What now? Armed with these signs, what's your next move? You don't need to confront them, call them out, or hold a grudge. Your mission is simpler and more powerful. Guard your peace. Peace is precious, and you've been sharing it with people who don't value it. It's time to draw boundaries, stop justifying yourself, quit hoping they'll finally celebrate you, and, most crucially, stop pouring your energy into those who only reflect shadows back. The hard truth? Not everyone cheering you on is rooting for you. Some sit close, not to lift you up, but to watch your every step, waiting for you to stumble. They don't strike with obvious betrayal. They chip away with fake grins, hesitant applause, and quiet resentment. Today, you face a choice: keep chasing approval from those secretly competing with you, or choose yourself, your growth, your freedom, your heart. Self-love begins where fake love fades. If this opened your eyes, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who's felt this vibe but couldn't name it. Drop a comment below. Tell me which sign hit you hardest, which one made you pause and think. And if you're ready for more unfiltered insights into human behavior, hit that subscribe button. We're just getting started, diving deeper, bolder, and truer to help you navigate a world full of masks. Your journey's getting real. This isn't the end, but the spark of a stronger you.